Oh boy. Yeah, I'm nervous. Told myself I wasn't gonna be nervous. It's hard not to be. Should I do it? All right, here we go. Here we go. Hi. um, yeah, this is my debut. I. Oh lordy, lordy. Do I have a story for you? Should we do it completely? Yes, Domino, I'm a bit shy. Stella Stevens, thank you for following. I'll have to check on that. I don't have access to Twitter right now. So... Oh, Lord. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Just like a Band-Aid, right? That's what they say? Is that... Am I allowed to say Band-Aid? I know that's copywritten. Hi. So yeah, this is my debut stream. This is how it's going to be. You've heard of PNG tubers and VTubers. I'm a head tuber. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. All right. Bad jokes aside. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story of getting my computers turned on with dual monitor setup about maybe 25 minutes early, and your main monitor won't turn on. That I have been testing this setup for about 6 months now in one way or another, and that has never happened. And it did to me. Literally 25 minutes ago. Oh Lord. All right. But to tell you the truth, getting the issue resolved kind of calmed me down, and I now know it can't get any worse, right? All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. I'm gonna get tiny for a second. Whoop. Wait. Okay, I'm too tiny. Hey. Hey. So, yeah. I'm not too sure how to start this off, seeing as this is my debut. So I tried to practice as much as possible. So, hi Nosy Me. Nosy Me Jin. I love that name. That is a beautiful name. So I got the glitch out of the way. Let's hope that's the only one. So like we're all given one glitch before each debut stream, and hopefully that is mine. Hopefully that is mine. So jeez. Oh, you know what will actually help? Hold on a second. I'm going to start up some music here. Okay, Jin. I'll call you Jin. No problem. Thank you very much, by the way. Let's start some music here. All right. So, today is obviously my debut. As if you couldn't tell, if you know by the amount I'm stuttering and nervous. So today is my debut. I have been putting out, notices that like I'm gonna go live in 2 weeks, in 1 week, all this and that. I've been practicing, which I strongly recommend. I strongly recommend practicing your debuts if you're ever going to do them. I practiced, probably for like 2 months on and off, not every single day, but like trying to. Thank you, Jen. I really appreciate it. All I could really think about is all the times people have told me before I'm about to do something very public or very big like this is, don't worry, dude, you got this. You got this. And then once I do it, seeing them again afterwards, and they're just like, wow, you proved me wrong. Yeah, I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm just like, hey, if things go wrong, it's more to remember, right? It's just imagine how boring something would be if everything went to plan, right? But especially when you have kind of as little as I have planned today, I'm just going to do a simple little bullet point. And yeah, exactly, Jen. You got to try it before anything else, because like literally, what's worse, doing it and failing, or sitting around wondering, could I have done it? Could I have done it? And yeah, not to get too deep. We're not going to get too deep. Our first stream, people are going to be like, wow, Neko's got some issues. Yeah, exactly. Failure is a good thing to learn from. I don't think trauma is a good thing to learn from. But this won't be traumatic. I know it won't. This is, if things fail, you learn what not to do next time. Exactly. I think that's kind of something that you have to learn for yourself eventually, is like what works, what doesn't work, and that doesn't just go for like activities like this. It can also go for personal stuff, you got to learn sometime, and you can't just sit around wondering, could I have done that? Could I have done that? And thank you, Jen. I really appreciate it. We'll actually like get into credits and stuff like that as to who made and rigged my model and stuff like that. And I haven't gotten tired of it. That's one thing that I need to point out. I've had my model for probably maybe like 5 months now, just kind of practicing with it. But like, I've never gotten tired of it is the thing. Like, it's everything that I had always imagined Nekotomoton to be. So, which is me. Yeah, I know. Maybe I'll go into detail about that. We'll see. We'll see if I go into detail about like how long Nekotomoton has actually been around. Like, this definitely was not a spur of the moment idea. So, you know what I'm gonna do? Hold on a second. Let's do zoomies. Since we're Neko, we got zoomies. Hey, how's it going? So, I'll probably be showing off like my full body model here in just a moment. There's not much you're missing. How can I put this? I'm just thankful to have the model at this point, because like I actually had gotten started, having the model made a year ago, and things fell through, to put it lightly. To like be very, very frank, I got robbed. But again, hey, doesn't that kind of relate to exactly what we were talking about? Like, you learn. You learn what not to accept, no matter how nice you're trying to be, no matter how friendly you're trying to be. There are people who might take advantage of that. But yeah, that just gave me more time to practice, I guess, on my setup. Yeah, and it was not a cheap learning experience. Let's put it that way. Like most of the American education system. But yeah, I'm going to break immersion here for a moment, just so I can show you guys this real quick. This is full model. Like that. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm beautiful. Let's see here. What else can I do here? Oop. I can bring this down for you, like that. We didn't get any animations for the hands moving and stuff like that. Feet for free. Well, you got boots for free. Feet on the other hand. Thank you, Domino. Domino, for those who don't know, is my moderator for tonight, and he's my IRL partner. I love him very much. So, like, I know that like there's a lot of rigs going around right now with like hand movement and stuff like that, and actually can follow your hands and everything, and I think it's too advanced for me. It makes my brain hurt. So like this is fine for me right now because like I do have plans. I do have plans to get a little bit more movement on this model eventually. And yeah, it's not bad. I enjoy it. Yes, indeed, one step at a time. I definitely have, I fell down the rabbit hole of people, giving advice on becoming a VTuber and, getting started and all this and that. And one of the first things they tell you is don't buy a full model. And I kind of went against the rules, I guess. I did design a full model. I did commission a full model, but I knew that like I'm not going to get all the fixins. I'm not going to get all the animations I possibly can because I want to test the waters and make sure first and foremost that my brain doesn't break doing it. Like, because yeah, this is brand new to me. So I've only ever studied it from afar. Well, before like 5 months ago when I started, practicing. Can you tell I'm yammering and that I'm just kind of stalling for time, I guess? So, what else? Hold on a second. Let's get rid of my keyboard here. What else can I do? Yeah, can bring the glasses down. So, like, I like the glasses. I really do. But I kind of wanted them to sit a little bit higher. I noticed that they sit a little bit low, but I think my artist literally took into account the fact that I don't have human ears because I am a cyborg. I am an android. One or the other. But I don't necessarily have ears, so what are they going to hook onto? So, but I'm fine with them. I actually like them up more than anything. I think it's very striking, don't you think? What else do I got here? I got Grumpy. I'm Grumpy Angie. Someone took my Cheetos. What else? One of the main things I wanted to do, because, hold on a second, I'm going to get up close here for this. So one of the main things that I wanted here was, hold on a second. I wanted to be able to stick my tongue out because I don't have like super face tracking on. I just have, normal webcam. I don't have like the newest iPhone and all of that. But I wanted to do something to like, yeah, exactly. It was something that I wanted to do to like literally like, oh, thank you, Shish Kebab. Shish Kebab. I love that name. I love that. I wanted something where like at least it could give the illusion of face tracing. And also I do find myself sticking my tongue out a lot, and I've always considered it the millennial smile in a way, like, if people tell you like, why do young people always stick their tongue out for pictures and stuff like that? I hate that. It's like, well, actually, it's pretty cool if you ask me. I don't know. Here's a little bit of quick info on me. I grew up during the MySpace era, so that's how we smiled in those days. That's how we showed dominance. But yeah, I wanted the ability to at least give the illusion that I have like super face tracing and stuff like that. I think it's pretty swag too, actually. Shish kebab. I think pretty soon. How long have I even been on? Oh my god, I've only been on for 17 minutes. I think I'm going to like begin my little infograph here pretty soon. My little bullet point, as they call it. I decided I wasn't going to get, too like detailed and stuff like that, because even I am realistic to the fact that like I'm new to this, and there's not going to be much I can say that is going to impress anybody, and like just keep it natural, really. And I'm not going to like delve a ton into like personal stuff, but like I do tend to go off on tangents. I do have attention deficit disorder, so I'll try not to like talk your ear off on too much stuff. Let's see here. You know what, actually, I'm gonna zoom out for this. Hey. Hopefully someday I'll find an easier way to do that. Thank you, Domino. I'm trying. All right. Are you ready? I can't hear you. No, literally, I can't because I don't have ears. All right, here we go. Info. Uh-oh, it didn't work. All right. I'm gonna lose weight from this stream, by the way. I'm literally going to burn calories from this stream with how fast my heart is pumping. It's a good thing I'm using a dynamic microphone and not a condenser microphone, because you would be able to hear a constant boom, 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 boom of my heart. An introduction. Who is Nekotomoton? That's me. I'm Nekotomoton. Spoilers. This is going to be a little bullet point that I'm going to just kind of read off, and maybe I'll expound upon as we go. I'm actually, let's see here. Yeah, I'm okay. I was wondering, like, am I starting too early? I think I'm starting on the right time. And if anybody wants to rewatch this, I'm definitely gonna put up a VOD, like on my YouTube and stuff like that. Which I do have. I do have a YouTube, which I'm remembering why I actually don't use YouTube that much for my personal endeavors, and it's because the algorithm is literally death. Like, you literally, it's like playing the lottery with whether or not people are even going to see your content. Like Domino, who I literally is my partner, who I live with, does not see my posts on YouTube. And he is subscribed to me, and we live in the same house. So that is how brutal the YouTube algorithm actually is. So see what I mean by tangents? I'm gonna try not to do that too much. Let's see here. Boop, boop. An introduction about Nekotomoton. My name is Nekotomoton. Hi. You can call me Neko, or you can call me Tomo. Most people call me Neko. I've only ever been called Tomo a few times. The majority of people who I chat with and who I've DM'd with, and anybody who even knows me as Nekotomoton, they call me Neko. So I'm totally cool with that. Just call me Neko if you need to. I've also been called Nekotomoton, which made me laugh. Like, exactly. They're both cute. We can work with them. And let's see here. Yeah, just call me whatever you want, as long as it's nice. Tomato-chan. Yes, I've been called Nekotomoton, which is interesting because I don't like tomatoes. We'll get to that. Don't worry. My species. I am a cyborg human-cat hybrid, or a boot boy. That is kind of the nickname that I've always used for like robots and cyborgs and stuff, is a beat boop or a boot boy or a boop girl even, and I've always just called them boot boys. And I don't know, I try not to use it too much because I know it annoys people, but in a way that kind of makes it funnier, so I'll try to keep that at a minimum. Also, I use the word cyborg. I know there's a lot of people who you need to be very specific. Are you an android or a cyborg? And I usually use cyborg. So my gender, I am male. I identify as male. And my age, so I don't know how old I want Nekotomoton to be, because I know I know that, like, I want to develop a little bit of lore. We'll probably be getting to that too, but a little bit of what I was leaning towards is that, like, he's kind of brand new to the world, and he doesn't quite know, like, what humanity is like, so he's a bit young. But saying that, saying that, I do want to point out that I absolutely understand that for a lot of people, even if it's, you know, a character, if they don't exist, like, they need to have a proper age. And yes, exactly, baby at heart. That's literally me IRL. So, but for a lot of people, a character needs to have an age for them to feel comfortable even interacting with the character, and I totally am cool with that. So, for all intents and purposes, Nekotomoton is an adult. That is what I am absolutely leaning towards, because I, myself, IRL, I am an adult. So, yeah, there you go. Nekotomoton is an adult, but what will his actual age be? He could be 1,000,000 years old for all we know. And, you know, really that kind of lore leans a little bit towards, like, how I actually feel sometimes. That, like, sometimes I do kind of feel like a cyborg trying to learn about the modern world. Like, that's how kind of closed off I feel sometimes with how quick the world is progressing. So in a way, I do kind of guarantee you will see a lot of, like, funny interactions with me trying to figure stuff out about how the world works. Whether it's computers messing up on me, like, before I even started streaming, and trying to figure out, like, modern lingo and stuff. I know it makes a lot of people laugh to try to see this millennial literally not know his own millennial language sometimes. Because, like, I sometimes, yeah, I talk like I'm not part of the century sometimes, and I do understand that, and for that I do apologize. And my birthday is April 28th. I share a birthday with former President James Monroe and Jay Leno. So, and I have actually been asked, so what are you going to be, a president or a talk show host? And I'm like, that's not how birthdays work. But I think if anything, I would be, I think I would be a talk show host. Yeah, definitely a talk show host. Or a card collector, which Jay Leno also is. I also share a ton of birthdays with like TikTokers and stuff like that. So it's very bizarre every year when I look up, like, who shares your birthday? And it's always somebody who's literally young enough to be my son or daughter. And that's literally, yeah, that's enough internet for today. That's enough knowledge for today. My height, I am 6 feet tall, or 182.88 centimeters in the rest of the world. I actually used to think I was short, but it actually just turns out I grew up in a part of the country, the United States, where everybody's incredibly tall, and maybe someday I'll explain that story, but yeah, I always felt a bit inadequate with my height, but actually it turns out I'm above average. And yeah, I'm actually thankful to have learned that information. I'm 6'1" if I wear shoes, so that's pretty cool. And my language is English. I only speak English. I am not multilingual, unfortunately. I would love to learn some languages in the future. But yeah, for that reason, you know, it's an English-only chat. And just know, if you do write in another language, I'm not trying to ignore you. I just literally don't know what you're saying. And nothing personal. I am an American. I am uneducated. I am sorry. Let's see here. What else? Oop. My likes, or like, as I wrote on my card here. Nothing better than discovering that when you start streaming live. An error. My likes. Cats. I love kitty cats. I love kitty cats because I am a kitty cat. But also, I have a kitty cat. Hold on a second here. Oop, there she is. That's Sadie. That's Sadie. That's my kitty daughter. I love her very much. She is 5 years old, and she still acts like she is 9 months old. She is crazy, crazy silly. She's a silly kitty cat. What was she doing earlier today? Oh, she hopped up on my lap while I was at the computer, and she tore my legs up with her claws, kneading them, making them nice and soft for her. Yes, she has socks. She has little socks and she has a so if you notice her little white spot on her chin, she looks like a little ventriloquist puppet. So we've nicknamed her Puppet Face, or Muppet Face, we'll call her, or Muppet Mew Mew, whatever. She has a million nicknames. So both me and Domino are her father, and we love her. She is the light of my life. Wait, how'd that song go? Light of my life, you found me. I don't remember if that's how it goes. But also when I'm nervous, I sing. I'm sorry. But yeah, we've had her for 5 years. Jeez. She's an adorable little kitty cat, and we love her very much. Yeah, yes, Domino. You would know this better than anyone. If I'm not singing, then I'm literally death metal growling or doing a high falsetto power metal scream. So, yeah, being in my life means dealing with a lot of noise. So, whether I'm making music in a studio or making music sitting right beside you watching television, it's something that you have to deal with. I'm sorry. What else do I... Oh, making friends. I love making friends. I don't know of any other way to put it, really, but like, if nothing ever really comes of this, if nothing ever comes of being a VTuber and making music for you guys and doing all of that, at the very least, I want to be able to make some friends. And, yeah, I do understand some people putting it out there early. Like, my main goals are to like become a famous VTuber and like, become a part of like, I forgot what they're called, like a management company and stuff like that, which you want to talk about how much I didn't know about VTubing until like a year ago. I didn't know what any of that was. I didn't know what any of that was. But yeah, if that's what you're into, fine. That's perfectly fine. But if it never happens with me, I'm cool. I just want to make friends. I just want to be able to, talk to people and who knows, maybe help others make friends. That'd be cool too. Be your matchmaker. What else? I like making music. I love making music. Oh, it's Deets. Hey, Deets. A12 Flames, for those who don't know, that's Deets. He's a VTuber, and he is awesome. He's absolutely awesome. Hold on a second. Can I do this? How can I? Hold on a second. Am I capable of doing shoutouts yet? Hold on a second. Stick tight, Deets. Hold on. Okay, good job. Oh no, it's not working. Manage. Crap. All right, can you tell I need to figure stuff out here? I want to do the shouts. We'll figure this out. But yes, please follow Deets. Deets is amazing. And he... Okay. You're right, Deets. I'm getting distracted. By the way, for those who don't know, I need to keep mentioning it. I do have attention deficit disorder, so I do get distracted from time to time. What else? Oh, making music. Yeah. I love making music. I have made music since I was a little boot boy, since I was a little Neko. Let's see here. I actually have been making music since I was 14. I consider it making music because I actually got my first personal computer where I had like music making software on it, and I made music the most caveman way you can possibly think of. But listening back on those old crummy demos, I swear I wasn't too bad. For what it was. I mostly come from the world of metal and heavy metal and rock and stuff like that, because just guitars, bass, vocals, and drums, which for me were always just drum machines, literally a drum machine plugged into my interface. Like I have been making music, gosh, the majority of my life now, I guess. I do have other music projects and stuff, but mainly what I have been focusing on as of late is EDM. I know EDM is kind of people's first introduction into homemade music because it's, you know, pretty easy. It's just working with MIDI and keyboards and stuff, but it totally missed me because I was too busy trying to be a metalhead, I guess. Like, I was a huge, and still am a huge power metal fan, and like, I just wanted to be like Dragon Force all my life, and Power Quest, and what else? Okay, I'm not gonna name off a bunch of bands. I'm not a very young person wearing a band tee. You don't need to ask me name 3 bands. Oh, Deets. Yeah, yes, that's right. You like Dragon Force. I completely forgot about that you actually like Dragon Force, and that actually caught me by surprise. I was like, whoa, that's a Dragon Force fan in the wilds. But yeah, I'm actually trying my hand at EDM and electronic music and stuff, and it is a chore. It is literally like learning a new language for me, but in a way that's kind of the fun thing, I suppose. It's going to be fun to watch me fumble and try to figure out how to make electronic music, which is what I actually plan to do on stream pretty soon. What else? Retro games. I love retro video games because, well, frankly, I am retro. I grew up in the 32-bit era mainly. I knew a bit of the 16-bit era and the 32-bit era, but like, I love retro games, and I love I love discovering new to me retro games that I never knew about. Like, that is really exciting because I'm always like, I have to try it. I have to find a copy. And I'm not a retro collector, but like, if something really piques my interest, I'm going to try it. And usually I'll be completely perplexed by the controls one way or another. Ooh, pardon me. That's another thing. I burp sometimes, and I don't want to burp in people's ears. A band of Neko boys. Ooh, Neko Force. Actually, that would be really cool. That may happen in the future. Hold on, trademark that. But yeah, retro video games, I just feel kind of comfortable playing them. Modern games, I have nothing against them. Mainly, the only thing that bothers me with modern games is oh, your first typo in my chat, Domino. I'm sure it won't be the last. Let's see here. Oh, anyway, about retro games. So I collect retro games and stuff like that, but I don't collect them just to put them on shelves and stuff. I collect them because I want to play them. So if I mess up on them, just know, like, a lot of them I never played. So, anime. I love anime. So anime has, I think it kind of goes without saying now, like, these days, like, yeah, you like anime, so what? Like, I like anime. But yeah, I'm kind of a bit, I wouldn't say I'm old school, but like, I did start watching anime in the early 2000s, so I do actually remember when those anime were like brand new. And yeah, I love anime, and I actually dedicate like one night a week to just watching 12 hours straight of anime and stuff like that. And it's actually not usually like brand new stuff. I will watch stuff, again, like the retro gaming stuff I missed out on. And actually, I owe a lot to Domino for that, because he's introduced me to a ton of stuff that I missed out on. So, conventions, hand in hand with anime, like, I have been going to, in particular, anime conventions since the early 2000s. So, I remember when they were very different. They were smaller, and they just had kind of a different vibe. Nothing against like new anime conventions and stuff like that, but like, you know, I remember like early days of cosplay, and like, geez, I remember people cosplaying like, geez, trying to think of like some old early 2000s animes. But like, yeah. But I am a huge cosplayer too. I should probably mention that. IRL, I am a big cosplayer. I have been cosplaying again, since, like I said, since the early 2000s. So I actually haven't been to a con since 2019, unfortunately, but I would like to go to some more in the future because I have tons of cosplays. I have a huge folder full of cosplays that I need to do. I need to do them. And art. I love art, and I love fan art. I love classical art. The thing about art for me is that it's like non-negotiable. I always said, like, art is art. And even if it's like, you know, how can I put this? I do not support censorship. I don't like when people censor art and say that it encourages violence and stuff like that. So like, art is very beautiful to me. Even if it's something that offends you, it's doing its job, I always felt. But like, yeah, I love art. Aside from all of that, no drama. Let's see here. Oop. You know, let's get Sadie off here. She's staring into our souls, like she does when she's ready to eat all the time. Let's see here. Oop. My dislikes. No, bad. Hold on a second. Hold on. Bad. No like. We'll keep this quick because like I don't want to dwell on dislikes. We're here to have fun. Social drama. No social drama. I don't like social drama. Like, I know that's big right now, unfortunately, in the VTubing community, but like, yeah, I don't follow it. I literally, if I see something, I usually mute the conversation. Like, what do they say? Keep your peace, or however it is. Like, I just don't do it. It drains me. It makes me sad, and yeah, exactly, Deets. Don't even look at it. It's not worth it. It's literally, I guarantee you, it's always going to be something that isn't even an issue several days later. Like 2 to 3 days later is not even an issue. So, yeah. Bullies. No bully. No bully me. I don't like bullies. So, a big thing here is, like, we're going to try to keep bullies out. No bullies here. And, like, I do understand, like, for a lot of VTubers, there's lighthearted teasing from time to time. But, like, when it comes to my chat, and it comes to people just trying to have fun and stuff like that, you know, I don't want people getting bullied in my chat. I just don't like it. We want to be a bully-free community. I don't like... Yeah, there's no excuse for it. I'll always... No, you're getting too far ahead, Deets. You're getting too far ahead. Let me explain. So anyway, no bullies. No bully. God, you... No, don't agree. You're supposed to be on my side, Domino. Yes, I know. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. You see, it's 2 against 2 here. It's 2 against 2. That's the good thing about having a small community, is we can actually gang up on each other. No. Oh God, that's right. The mod is on Deet's side. He overrules us. Oh no. Jeez. Is this going to be the first controversy in my community? Peanut butter? Peanut butter? You didn't even let me get to it. Let me explain. No, Domino. Domino, you're getting ahead too. You're supposed to be my boss. No. That's it. Ban yourself. Ban yourself, Domino. Ban yourself. Oh gosh. See, this is supposed to be the serious part of the stream, and you're making me laugh. Okay, let's get this out here. I'm gonna completely throw cold ice on this conversation. Bigotry. No bigotry. We don't do that stuff here. We don't do that stuff. We love each other. We treat each other with respect. Unless you like peanut butter. No. No bigotry. No mean people. So here's one. You know what? It's strange. you guys are ganging up on me about peanut butters and tomatoes. The one I was most nervous about is this one. The overuse of memes. I'm sorry. I know that for a lot of people, like, memes are kind of like a safe way to communicate and stuff like that, and I'm totally cool with that. I know for a lot of people, it's like a safety net in a way. But for me, you have to understand, I am but a humble little boot boy. I am but a humble Neko. I'm not on top of everything, okay? So I don't know all the new jargon. Boo is lost. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? I'm glad you're here to see me flounder. Thank you, Jen. I'm glad that. Okay, I'm not the only one who's behind the times, but I'm willing to learn. I am willing to learn. So like it's a little bit difficult when I go over to chat or something like that, and I see nothing but Totes Monk X Keck W stuff, and like I do get a bit of that, but it's like, yeah, gosh, yes, Jen, people will call us boomers, but it's nothing I haven't heard. Yeah, admittedly, I am a millennial, so I'm not going to be on top of everything, and you know that's all right. But I think the important part is that we're willing to learn, right? We're not going to shut out. We're not going to shut out everything as long as it's, you know, not causing any harm. We should always be willing to learn. Troubleshooting computer issues. So, for those who were not here, I started up I have a dual PC set up, so no excuses if things go wrong, right? Wrong. I also have a dual monitor set up here for streaming, and literally 25 minutes before I'm about to go live, for the first time ever, one of my monitors just stops working. It just black screens. In a way, I think I explained this before. It was kind of a good thing because I'm not going to say it can't get any worse, but I am going to say that it got the adrenaline pumping. It's kind of like working out. You got to warm those muscles up. I was warming up the old heart valve there. Yeah, troubleshooting computer issues. If there's one thing that I have learned about being an artist or an entertainer, or you know, working with computers in general for the sake of your art, about 60% of it, about 60, oh yeah, it's like caffeine without coffee, Jen. It's, oh my gosh, I especially don't recommend it when you have drank a cup of coffee. Like then it's like a double shot espresso. So it's, oh Lord, I gotta cut down on caffeine, by the way. Like, I'm at that age now where I'm just like, I don't think this is doing me any favors anymore. Like, used to, the options were, I'm going to give you energy or I'm going to give you a headache. Now it's, I'm going to give you a headache or I'm going to give you crippling anxiety. Yes, technology confuses me, Jen. I'm scared. I'm scared of the smartphones. They scare me. Oh God, to be honest, if I could have a flip phone, heck yes. Heck yes, I'd have a flip phone still. I had the coolest flip phone in the MySpace days. I had people jealous of that thing. They were like, whoa, that looks like a Star Trek phone, bro. It's like, I know. I'm just so cool, you know? And now I'm like, how do you turn this thing off? It's writing down everything I say. Yes, Domino. I've seen. So I will never allow you, Domino, to ever tell a doctor, oh, I only drink 1 cup of coffee a day. Your cup is the size of a football, Domino. God. Yes, Domino is the tech savvy one. Okay. Also, I don't like tomatoes and peanut butter. Moving on. I'm not allergic to peanuts, by the way. It's just yucky. I don't like peanut butter. I don't like the smell. I don't like the texture. It's yucky. And tomatoes, they don't... Have you ever been at like a hardware store or an appliance store, if you're old enough to be someone like me and you remember brick and mortar stores, where you would go to the refrigerator section and you would open up a fridge and it was warm inside and something just came over you like, whoa, something's not right. What is this? Like your body has this repulsed reaction where like, it's like a twin who knows their other twin is in trouble. It's like, this is weird. I don't know why I'm feeling this. Fridges are supposed to be cold. When I eat a tomato, that's how I feel. You're not supposed to taste like this tomato. You're supposed to be something, but it's not this. I don't know what I'm expecting. Maybe something saltier, maybe something more savory. I don't expect something strangely sweet and tastes like grass, and it's yucky. I don't like tomatoes. And peanut butter, let's get something straight here. Peanut butter, you're all right. You're all right because you make the right people happy. How about that? We'll stay in our own respected corners while you're having your peanut butter. But okay, Boo, you brought up something very important. Peanut butter cookies. There is something about peanut butter cookies where I have literally ate them and I didn't know they were peanut butter until somebody told me. And I was like, what? No, I've been poisoned. But it tastes so good. Yeah, okay. Peanut butter cookies. Not peanut butter Oreos, which I do remember those. But yeah. Peanut butter cookies, they can trick the senses. How about that? Let's put it that way. All right, Boo. All right. Peanut butter under the right circumstances. All right, and you know what? You want to be fair? Tomatoes in the right circumstances. I actually don't mind fried tomatoes. I actually don't mind fried and cooked tomatoes. And also, I recently had the Supreme Steak Chalupa at Taco Bell, and it had tomatoes and lettuce on it, which I usually always ask to be taken off. It was actually good. I didn't mind. Who fries tomatoes? I fry tomatoes! My mama fries tomatoes. Are you insulting my mama? Fried tomatoes are good. As long as you don't eat too many, then you feel greasy. You feel greasy for the next week. Okay, yes, Domino. Here's the thing. I love ketchup. I love ketchup in the same way that I love fried tomatoes. They have been transformed. They transcend their birth state. It is like a caterpillar in a cocoon. They have transcended a mere grub. They are now but a beautiful butterfly. Tomatoes are a caterpillar. Ketchup is a butterfly. I want you to remember that. Yes, ketchup is sugary tomatoes. And I try to ignore the recent studies that have shown that tomato ketchup has more sugar in it than you should be eating in a week. Until my doctor says something, we will tomato it up. For I am Nekotomoton-chan. Also, Domino hates ketchup. You want to start throwing rocks, Domino? You want to start throwing shade, as the kids say? Domino hates ketchup. All the more reason to eat it. Thank you. Ugh, gosh. Puts a shield so I won't be hit. Yeah, when I'm almost out of ketchup and I'm squeezing that bottle for all it's worth and it's just splattering everywhere. No, Jen! No! Don't hate ketchup! What did ketchup ever do to you? How did ketchup hurt you? That's all I want to know. Oh my gosh. Oh god. So. Oh yes, I remember multicolored ketchup. I remember the green one. I remember the Shrek ketchup. I remember there was a purple ketchup. I never ate any of it. It made me feel weird. I don't know. Shrek ketchup. Yes, Shrek ketchup. It existed. For all you youngsters out there who love your Shrek, because apparently Shrek raised you. You saw blue ketchup, Domino? When? The same time when all those multicolored ketchups came out, you saw blue ketchup? Was that a thing? I do not remember this. I think you're making things up. So, before we met. So like 50 million years ago. In the before time, in the long, long ago. So like, okay, I'm taking it that Jin does not remember colored ketchup, multicolored ketchup. Do a Google search. Do a Google. And like, should I even talk about this? No, because it came back recently, so people know what I'm talking about. So there used to be, you know why it probably doesn't exist where you live, Jin? I bet where you live actually has health standards that the country has to stick to. Otherwise, they'll literally be like us Americans, and they'll literally be addicted to ketchup like us. Oh, you looked it up, Jin? You looked up the bottles? Okay, Boo is remembering. Boo is having regression or past life regressions or whatever. Oh, Jin, way to show off. Way to show off. You think you're so big with your free healthcare and your politicians who probably actually care about you. Otherwise, they'll get unelected. Oh gosh, is that social drama? I need to watch myself. What else? Okay, we're done with dislikes. I said I wasn't going to dwell on this. I said I wasn't going to make this a long part. Okay, we're done. Favorite anime? As if you care. Favorite anime? Oh, $2,000 for calling an ambulance. Okay, so we're not too different. We're not too different, you and I. Is that what the bad guys always say? We're not too different, you and I. We're not so different. We all want the same thing. To literally be able to call in sick with a cold and not have to come in with a $500 doctor's note the next day. Okay. Thank you, Jin. Okay, my favorite anime. My favorite anime is Inuyasha. Okay, don't jump ahead, Jin. Don't jump ahead. I'm gonna get there. Because I love Black Butler. But let's go to the before time. Let's go to the long, long ago. Inuyasha. I love Inuyasha. Inuyasha is... I had to think about it. I do believe Inuyasha is my favorite anime. And it's not just for the content, because I know a lot of people don't care for the filler episodes and stuff, but I love Inuyasha because it's very sentimental to me. It's one of the first anime that I actually kind of realized, okay, I think I'm an anime fan. I love anime, and this is going to be my personality now. I am anime person. But yeah, Inuyasha is really important to me, not just because it was one of my first anime, but also because it's something that I share with my partner IRL, and it's something that it's just sentimental to me, and I love it, and I love the character. It's very difficult to find a character that I dislike. inside of Inuyasha. And if you dislike them, you dislike them for the right reasons. You dislike them because that's part of their character. Oh yes, Shishomaru. I wanted to cosplay Shishomaru. I really did, but with my teenage budget, I could not afford his mini accoutrement, I think is the word. His mini accessories. I also wanted to cosplay Naraku, and I have cosplayed Inuyasha. I have actually cosplayed Inuyasha. Oh yes, let's let Domino get started on his love for Bonkotsu. Would you say, Domino, that like one of the big reasons why we actually like met was because you loved Bonkotsu so much, and I being incredibly knowledgeable of the Band of Six saga, or the Bonkotsu saga in general, kind of like made you, okay, this guy's all right. Also, I had long black hair all the way past my waist, so that probably helped as well. Yes, Inuyasha. I love Inuyasha. I remember watching Inuyasha on Toonami, of course, like a lot of us Americans. We were introduced to anime in the early 2000s by Cartoon Network's nighttime segment called Toonami. And yeah, that's when we met some of our first crushes. Full Metal Alchemist. So, I want to put this out here that I love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It is, yes, I will admit, it is the superior Full Metal Alchemist. But the original Full Metal Alchemist, I think it's called O2 amongst the FMAers. It kind of holds a special place in my heart as well, because again, right alongside stuff like Inuyasha, it was kind of like my, I don't know, it was kind of like my introduction to like what modern anime was. And I am actually old enough to remember when Fullmetal Alchemist was coming out here in America. The dubs were actually coming out. And I know a lot of people dislike it now because like it was so different than the manga, like to the point where it was actually nonsensical. But like it holds a special place for me just because it was one of my first cosplays. It was one of my first like animes where I started like developing crushes on the characters. Like Edward and Envy. Yes, I had huge crush on Envy. And yeah, I'm thankful for Brotherhood, but I'm also thankful for Fullmetal Alchemist 02, the original run. Black Cat. I love Black Cat. Black Cat, some people may not even know about Black Cat. Black Cat was an anime that kind of, it never really got a big push here in America. It got dubbed, but it was from the early to mid 2000s, so it does still have kind of that 90s, early 2000 feel to it. But it's like about a secret agent boy, and he's cute. He's like a Neko himself, and he's not a Neko person, but he's, yeah. Jin knows what I'm talking about. I owe knowing about Black Cat to Domino, and like it was like, wow, it brought me back. That's the thing. I had already been watching like newer anime at the time. He was like, I bet you haven't watched this. And I watched it. I was like, oh my God, I missed out. And it's short too. That's another thing. It's actually like, what, 2 seasons? And it actually tells a full story. Train Hartnett. Yes, that's the main character. He has that very Americanized name that a lot of anime give their main characters. Okay. Soul Eater. So I love Soul Eater for the main reason that it is kind of what introduced me to newer anime. Like it is, before this, I had mainly been watching like old school anime. I had been watching like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And, well, I'm gonna burp. Oh, sorry. I try not to burp into the microphone. But Soul Eater was actually one of the anime that I was present on Tumblr for when it was brought here to America. So for the first time, I was able to experience anime fandom live, like as it was happening, as the episodes were being released. And yeah, it kind of introduced me to like, wow, anime is still going strong. It really is. So like, I remember going to cons and stuff like that, and it was just Soul Eater Con, basically. And yeah, those were good times. So it holds a special place in my heart, and it awakened my bitter anime fan heart. Okay, we're ready. We're going to touch upon this one. I actually was thinking about just breezing over this one because there's not too much that can be said, but Black Butler. I love Black Butler. I love Black Butler. I don't care how different it is from the manga. Any bit of Black Butler it's like fulfilling a sugar craving for me. Black Butler is, gosh, Black Butler is just, it's eye candy, I think is a good word for it. You can't turn away. I love the characters. I'll stay away from the story because I know it's different back and forth whether you're touching upon the manga or the anime, but like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the new Black Butler. I'm so excited. It's like being I was going to say something silly. I was going to say it's like being 50 again, but I'm not 50. I'm not 50. Don't think that. It's like being young again. It's like being a youngin'. Yes, season 2, jeepers creepers. Like, that's another thing. Black Butler is not for the faint of heart. It is not for the faint of heart. It's like, you know when people tell you like stuff like Hellsing Ultimate, or God forbid something like Violence Jack or something, it's not for the faint of heart, bro. You better be careful. And then they'll be like, and then like the youngest, most delicate person in your friend group is like, we need to watch Black Butler. It's like, oh my goodness. I was not ready for this. Yeah. Black Butler. I apologize if I'm not touching upon it too much, but I'm going to try to move along because I don't want to take too long. My Hero Academia. I am a normie. Yay! Yeah, I love My Hero Academia for the exact reason that a lot of people love sugar and candy. It's because it's literally designed to be loved. I think I once likened it to being, it's like algorithmically made anime. It's like, what can we make? What can we put into the computer? What will it pop out that both Westerners will love and Japanese culture will love? And like, what can we do and make the characters as interesting and as like addictive as possible? And out popped My Hero Academia. Oh gosh, I don't even know where to start. Exactly, superhero anime could never go wrong unless it... See, I wanted to say a joke, but I can't think of anything. I can't think of any bad superhero anime. I like One Punch Man too. You want to talk about how old I am here? When I first saw One Punch Man, I was like, oh, so it's like The Tick. For those who don't know, The Tick was sort of like American One Punch Man in the 90s. So oh, you like Tintin. My favorite character. Who is my favorite character? I have to think about this. Domino, who's your favorite character, Domino? Real quick. I know you said Dobby, but Dobby is the best in your opinion. But who would you say is your favorite character? The one that you can't get enough of? Because I need to kind of think about mine, so I'm stalling for time. Dobby? Dobby is your favorite? Really? I live with you and I don't know that. I gotta think. Who's my... I guess you can't go wrong with Deku. I guess you really can't. I tell you what I won't talk about is who my least favorite is. That is literally something you cannot do in this fandom because you will become public enemy number 1. Kirishima, Hawks, yes, definitely. Kirishima, I love Kirishima. He's so cute. I like his fangs. I like his teeth. Which, by the way, like, off topic, when I actually had this model commissioned, hold on a second. I actually wanted to have like fangs, but I don't think they showed up that well, but that may be something for the future to kind of fix. So let me zoom back out. Whoop, whoop. I'm getting used to this. Can you tell? Oh, Mr. Compress. Yes. I forgot about Mr. Domino loves Mr. Compress. I think it's hard, man. I think my favorite may be either Dobby like you or maybe Shoto. Maybe Shoto. Yes, I think you would do a really good Mr. Compress cosplay. What was I even talking about? Oh, see, I have attention deficit disorder. Forgive me. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, I have Domino to thank for introducing me to Yu-Gi-Oh! Because before then, I only had a cursory knowledge of Yu-Gi-Oh! And the same goes for Pokemon, in fact. And like, it's so addictive. It's so addictive. Oh, really, Domino? Your first anime crush. Now, here we go. Here we go. Can anybody guess? I'm not going to put you on the spot. Yes, Yami Bakura. Yami Bakura is Domino's crush. Yeah, Yami Bakura in particular. Regular Bakura, he's like diet Yami Bakura, if you ask me. Yes, you have cosplayed Bakura as well and pulled it off amazingly. My Valentine, hon. My Valentine, oh my gosh, like, what would like my crush for Yu-Gi-Oh be? I don't want to say Merrick because I've cosplayed Merrick, and that's, I don't know, that seems a bit egotistical. That's hard. You know what? Yugi. In particular, Little Yugi. Because he's a short king. Let's face it, he is a short king. And short kings deserve love. I say this as a 6'5", or not 6'5", oh my goodness, if only. As a 6-foot man, I say short kings deserve love. Okay? I am there for them. And Domino, as a 5'7", 5'6" man. Sorry, I'm revealing personal information. I shouldn't do this. Yeah, I think Yugi. Maybe even Yugi a team. Maybe. But, okay, not too personal of information, Domino says. So, what was I gonna say? Jeez, what was I gonna say? I have attention deficit disorder, forgive me. You know what? Let's move on, because it's not gonna come back. Free! So, Free, again, is something that I was present for on Tumblr when it came out here in America, so I got to witness the fandom explode. And I, for the most part, actually kind of ignored it, because, like, I don't know, I was in the middle of other anime. I had like 10 different anime I was watching at that time. So it kind of missed me with that. And I actually didn't watch Free until recently. So like we're talking maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago. And it became my comfort anime, which I actually came to find out, like, again, you want to talk about how out of touch I am. It's actually kind of the point of slice of life anime is that it's a comfort thing. And like you're literally supposed to like let go of like your criticisms and ignore the fact that like I don't think a bunch of jocks would be having a group hug crying together like this, but okay, in a perfect world, yes. So like it really became, after a really hard day of work, my comfort anime to go to, because like they just love each other, man. they love each other and they're there for each other. Bro, I got your back, bro. Nobody got my back. I love Free. Free is cool, man. I don't care what people say. I like Free. Yeah, the characters, they're candy. They're like addictive candy. But yes, the animation is beautiful and Free. People don't give that enough credit. Like, people want to talk about, like, there's nothing better than, like, Hayao Miyazaki animation. Here's a 3-hour loop of Hayao Miyazaki animation and Studio Ghibli animation. I bet you could throw stuff from Free in there and people wouldn't even notice. Free is beautiful, man. All right, so that's my favorite anime. We're done. Boop. Boop. Games. Okay, so was that what was next? Hold on a second. I may have got lost. Yeah, it was on. Boop, boop. There we go. Okay, games. So this is going to be a little list of games I like. Fall Guys. Yes, I know, it's normie. And yes, I know, it's a dead game, people say. And yes, I know, Epic Games sometimes doesn't work. And it crashes, and it won't load up servers and lobbies and everything, but I like it. I like Fall Guys. It's one of the first newer games that I actually found incredibly fun. And for those who don't know, actually, like a lot of my test streams that I did leading up to this monumous event, I tested Fall Guys and stuff like that. That's why, like, on TikTok and Twitter, like a lot of the clips are me playing Fall Guys. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, sorry, I burped. Because I was oh, Domino mentioned something. He's surprised I didn't mention Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, yes, I love Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is beautiful. I'm a normie when it comes to Demon Slayer. So there you go. You got what you wanted, Domino. I love Demon Slayer, and I'm looking forward to finishing a bit of it. I haven't watched all of it, so no spoilers. Anyway, what was I talking about? Fall Guys. Yeah, I like Fall Guys. I play Fall Guys. I live Fall Guys. No. I like Fall Guys, and I think you can expect me to be playing it in the future. I'm going to put that out there right now. I did some other tests and stuff like that where I was like playing... I think I played Crash Bandicoot, and I played like a lot of older retro games and stuff like that, and out of all of them, like the funnest one was still Fall Guys, so I apologize if people hate Fall Guys, but I like it, and I'm going to be playing it. Retro and retro remakes, I love them, of course. I think I've mentioned at the beginning of this, I collect retro games now, and I also am like checking out old games that I missed out on and stuff, and I'm loving the surge of like retro remakes and stuff they're making right now, along with like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro and things like that. I love those, man. It's literally like, this is what I wish it had been. This is what I wish it had been. You know, you want I'm gonna say something only Deets is gonna understand. For me, Gadget! Hey, Gadget! Hey! Gadget is a VTuber as well. He's awesome. He's awesome. Sorry, Gadget, by the way, I know in stream the other day, I mentioned that I was going to be going live at 4, that was a complete mistake, and I apologize. I deeply apologize for that. I was actually going live at 5, so no, do not worry, do not fear. Nothing has gone wrong. But Gadget's been playing Baldur's Gate. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Gosh, maybe that's something I should put up there. Something I might want to try is Baldur's Gate. Maybe. And he also played Spooky's House of Jump Scares. It's hilarious. I won't give any spoilers. Please go check out Gadget's channel. Please check him out. What was I gonna say? Sorry, I have ADD. Oh, I was gonna tell Deet something. Oh, wow. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. I don't feel like I deserve it. Thank you. That's part of the battle, I guess. The way I feel about retro remakes with video games is the way that I feel about Dragon Force's album Maximum Overdrive, or Maximum Overload. When I heard Maximum Overload, I literally said out loud, this is what I always wish Dragon Force had been. Like, I love Dragon Force, but Maximum Overload is the best Dragon Force album. Come at me. Don't come at me. You're stronger than me. But this is retro remakes and stuff like that. They're what I always wished the old games were growing up. So yeah, you'll probably be seeing retro and retro remakes here. Let's see. Okay, I'm glad you're at least okay with it. Deets. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard picking a fave. It really is. Wrestling games. I bet nobody saw that one coming. So to be 100% transparent, I'm not much of a, oh yes, Extreme Power Metal. Gosh. That one gave Maximum Overload a run for its money. No denying. I consider myself a wrestling fan, a professional wrestling fan. I have not been on top of professional wrestling for a while. I know cursory news and stuff like that that's going on, but I used to be a mega fan. I used to be a mega professional wrestling fan. I met tons of professional wrestlers. I've been to tons of shows, and then in WWE, the PG era happened, and I never looked back. I was like, why am I giving these people my money? But yeah, I have kind of like an endless Rolodex of knowledge when it comes to professional wrestling if it's before 2009. So, but professional wrestling games, I love them from the PS1 era all the way up to the 360 era, N64 and stuff. I know people loved No Mercy and WrestleMania. My favorite wrestling game is actually a lot of people's least favorite. So my favorite is WWF Attitude. That is my favorite wrestling game. So Jen, please get some rest. Do not feel like you got to stick around, okay? Thank you, Jen. Thank you so much for sticking around. You made this a million times easier. Thank you so much. Get some rest. What was I going to say? Wrestling. Yes. I used to be a wrestling fan. I'm no longer a wrestling fan, not for any moral reasons, just I can't afford it and they don't put out stuff I like. Good night, Jen. GTA, Grand Theft Auto. So, yeah. If you want a ton of information about Grand Theft Auto and GTA 5 in particular, definitely talk to Domino because he is the GTA expert. But I'm no slouch myself. I love Grand Theft Auto. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto since it was a top-down game on PlayStation, just like with little 16-bit sprites and stuff like that. I love, yes, Domino has every mod known to mankind. I think he has more mod than game at this point when it comes to Grand Theft Auto. But yeah, I grew up with the original Grand Theft Autos, so like 1 and 2. And I remember when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out and it was 3D and it wasn't top-down view. I was like, what'd they do? What'd they do to Grand Theft Auto? This isn't my Grand Theft Auto. And like, shows how much I know, because the company are trillionaires now. And yeah, I am looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 6, but yeah, I'm not too sure if I'll stream that unless there is something that can help me with the amount of nudity that's inside of it, because I don't think I can get away with the stuff that's in that game on Twitch. I'll have to look into it. But Grand Theft Auto, I love Grand Theft Auto, and in particular the first 2 ones. Nothing against the 3D ones, I grew to love them, but yeah, the first 2 ones, they have a special place in my heart. Can you tell I work on nostalgia a lot? Possibilities. Genshin and Honkai. All right, so I'm open to playing Genshin and Honkai. Again, Domino knows a little bit more about it than I do, but all I ever hear is like the frustrations of it, that the gacha system is really hard to work with and you oftentimes don't get the characters you want to play with. And I'm scale. I don't want to end up spending a bunch of money on it, but you want to talk about algorithmically made games, like they design those male characters to be desirable, that you want them. I want those male characters so much in Genshin Impact, in Honkai, and they never come out. You never get them. You never get them. But I may try it. I may try Genshin Impact and Honkai. Yes, Cyno is beautiful. I've thought about cosplaying Cyno. You know that? I really have. See, Dietz knows what we're talking about. It's gonna be an addiction, isn't it? I'm gonna have a new addiction. I'm already addicted to ketchup. Hold on a second. I'm gonna drink some Wawa. My Neko mouth is dry. Hope you didn't hear any mouth noises. I know that's creepy. So, what else? Among Us. I would like to play Among Us. See, we're hearing about it secondhand, Deets, exactly, and hopefully that's enough to keep us away. Hopefully that's enough to save our wallets. Among Us, I would love to play Among Us, but the truth of the matter is, I don't have friends to play with, so I may have missed the boat on that one. I don't know if a lot of people still play it, but I would love to give it a shot. I know they have stranger lobbies and stuff like that, but I'm not too sure how they work. See, Deets, I'm with you on that. It's like, do we really even need the game at that point? Do we even need the game when there's so much fan art out there and there's so much fan service out there? See, I know Domino would be up for it. I know he would be up for it, but I don't want to pressure people into it. I want to make sure that it's something that... Oh, Deets. That caught me off guard. Yeah, we'll definitely look into it. Okay, now I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous that I'm gonna mess things up. Like somehow I'm gonna mess things up so bad your computer will blow up. Okay, yeah, I would definitely do collabs if we can find enough people, for sure. And if I'm not too incredibly awkward that I humiliate myself. What else? In Phasmophobia, that's something I know has kind of sailed. I know not many people play Phasmophobia anymore, but it's something that I wanted to try. I really wanted to try it. Phasmophobia just seems kind of fun. I will admit right off the bat, I don't play a lot of first-person games. If you notice, there aren't many first-person games in my list of games I'd like to play because I get motion sickness. I get tummy ache. Actually, no, I get a headache. I get really dizzy and nauseous in a lot of first-person games. I think it may be related to my caffeine levels, frankly. But yeah, I try to stay away from first-person as long as possible until absolutely necessary. Oh, pardon me, I burped. But yeah, I'd like to play Phasmophobia sometime. Or, anything else that would, be a collab where I could talk with some other friends and stuff like that. Give it a shot. We were talking about it when the stream started. What's worse? What's worse? Doing it and failing or sitting around the rest of your life like, I could have done it. I could have done it. It could have been me. It could have been me. That's a song nobody will know. That's another thing. I sing randomly, and I will quote songs I don't think people know. So, let's move on. Moving on. My first year goals. Woo! So, this is kind of the fun part because we get to see what in a year's time, we get to see what I failed at and what I succeeded at. And what else I was like, that doesn't matter. What are you talking about? Why are you bringing that up? But yeah, these are going to be my first year goals. Okay, serious face. First year goals, I want to create a chill community where everyone feels safe and is also able to have fun. Fun, fun, fun. That is the main thing. I want to create a community where everybody feels safe. They know they can come here and they're not going to get picked on or chewed out or anything, and we're just here to chill. And if you want to lurk, you lurk. If you want to talk, we'll do our best to acknowledge. And like, especially if here's something I really am on the fence about talking about. If there's drama, if there's anything going on, that we stay calm and we do our best to fix it. As a community and as a bunch of friends, and me, obviously, as, sort of the chaperone of it all, take care of it. We make sure everybody feels welcome and everybody gets to have fun. I want to make a cover song this year. I would love to make a cover song. I kind of have an idea of what I would like to cover, but it hasn't even begun. It has not even begun process yet, because like, obviously I want to be able to see if anybody will even be interested first, but that's a main goal of mine. I want to be able to make a cover song under the banner of Nekotomoton, and I want people to have music from Nekotomoton. That's a big thing for me, is that I love music. That's another one of my goals, is to do a music making stream. So this will involve a hand cam, obviously. Well, not obviously, I shouldn't say that, but it will involve a hand cam, just a camera looking at ham, hand cam, and you will be able to see my little boop digits working the keyboards and stuff like that. I am wanting to work more with electronic music because I've made metal all my life. I still love heavy metal, but I guess in a way I kind of want a challenge, and I want people to actually kind of witness the challenge. I want them to kind of see me fumble, because like I know it's not going to be perfect. I know it's not going to be perfect, and no amount of tutorials are going to help me. But I really want to. I want to try to make music. I want to try to make music for people. Oh my goodness, Deets. You don't even know what I'm gonna do. What if it's like have a Nekotomoton original on repeat for a year? You're gonna be listening to a lot of noise. No. I'm gonna try my best. I'm going to absolutely try my best. With my cursory knowledge that I've gathered over the years while making heavy metal music, I'm going to do my best. And who knows, maybe we'll stumble upon a new genre together. Have heavy metal producers ever moved on to electronic music like a decade into their career? They made a brand new Neko metal. Ooh, I could make a Neko metal song. No, I can't. This is about new frontiers, Deets. This is about new frontiers. We have to. But I just love heavy metal so much, bro. I love getting up on that treble board going willy willy willy. Okay, now Domino's in with you for Nekotometal. I didn't just write that down, I promise. But yeah, I want to be able to make music. I want to be able to make music for you guys, and I want to be able to do it live on stream so you can see all the chaos that ensues. What else? Where am I? Oh, like literally, where am I? Make original music. I think that kind of goes hand in hand with doing a music making stream. I want to make original music for you guys. I want to be able to kind of start with maybe just a melody or a beat in my head, and we work together and see what we can make together and what sounds we like, and maybe we'll even do like lyric writing streams and stuff like that. And that's always been my favorite part of music in general, is the music making process, and I really want to be able to share it with you guys. My completely bass-awkward techniques that I've developed over the years. And yeah, I think that'll be fun. So here's a weird one. And the more and more that I look at it, the more and more I know I'm going to kind of fall flat on this one. But I want to develop a little bit of lore. Not lure like a fish takes, but lore. I want to develop a little bit of background to who Nekotomoton is, and why he was created, and what his mission is as a boot boy, as a cyborg. And I want to be able to like develop a little bit of that. I know beforehand I was a little more gung-ho about it, Deets knows someone who can help me. I'm gonna get scared, and I'm gonna be like, no, this is too much. I can't commit. I can't commit to the lure. And that was a big reason why I kind of like was like, we'll develop a little bit of lore. Because I break character so much, I know, and I go off on tangents so much that it would be so difficult. It would be so difficult to keep lore straight and to keep to stay in character. And the truth is, in a way, the real background of how I created Nekotomoton to me is kind of more interesting than something we could come up with for lore. But I would like to come up with something simple. Okay, Deets, I'll try to make some time to see what you have to offer. Because I got nothing. I'm literally in the beggars can't be choosers kind of thing. Like, if you got an idea, I'm gonna listen at the very least. But yeah, I've had Nekotomoton in my brain for... Why did my music stop? Okay. It was the next track. I've had Nekotomoton in my brain since 2013, if I may be honest. And Nekotomoton was always a part of my musical journey. It was like I said, I've made music all my life, and I've had ideas for bands and acts and things like that I've always kind of delved into a little bit, and then I was like, maybe this ain't for me kind of thing. Nekotomoton was an idea that I had that has been around since before VTubing was even a thing. In a way, if anybody's ever heard the story about Stanley Kubrick he was a famous director, how he was going to make the movie AI, Artificial Intelligence, about a little robot boy, and he decided not to make it yet. He was going to wait. because he felt that technology just wasn't there yet for like his ideas and what his directing style was going to be. And this is from a guy who made 2001: A Space Odyssey, which still baffles people how they were able to do all of that with practical effects. No CG, no animation in those days. And he wanted to make the movie AI. And he couldn't because the technology just wasn't there yet. In a way, that's kind of how I feel about Nekotomoton. That, like, I had this idea, and sure, he could be a stage act. He could be just, you know, me dressed as a robot on stage, but I wanted something else. I really did, and it just felt like the technology wasn't there. I wanted him to be, you know, to be 100% honest, I wanted him to be similar to like a Vocaloid. I wanted him to be like how Vocaloid had just been like really coming out big in America and stuff, and they were developing lure for them and stuff, and they were putting on concerts and things, and I strangely wanted to be like similar in that way. Not necessarily a CG, you know, what am I thinking of here? A hologram or anything like that. But I wanted people to question, like, does he exist and stuff like that? Is he AI? Is he just a guy, you know, performing? And yeah, things change. Ideas change. We evolve. We get different ideas. But it wasn't until maybe like, geez, it wasn't even until like last year that I was literally like, you know what? I was watching VTubers and I was like, this could work. And as much of an outsider as admitting that probably makes me, because I know there's tons of VTubers who put their heart and soul into this, and they have for years. They have for years and years. Like, I do get where maybe, like, that's kind of like admitting it's just a passing fancy or something like that. I promise it's not. Because I sat on this for a year and a half, and I was just like, I'm ready. I love this. I love this community. I love this technology. I love that this is a new genre. Like, if I may be so starry-eyed to say, this is a new genre of entertainment, and I think it deserves a lot more respect. I think it deserves a lot more respect from other VTubers, frankly. So I definitely know what it is to feel kind of like an outsider to the community, because, you know, frankly, I was an outsider for a little while before I realized I love this. I absolutely love this. And I love the community. I think that's what I just need to leave it on. I love the community, warts and all, as gross as that sounds. That is, okay, now I'm showing my age. All the bad parts pale in comparison to the good parts of the VTubing community. The camaraderie, the friendships, the just absolute newness of it. The fact that it's so new, and the fact that it's so fresh, and that, I don't know. I was a MySpace kid, so to a lot of people who remember MySpace, they're just like, ugh, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe, ugh, God, cringe. Not me. I have had my fingers crossed for 15 years that MySpace will come back in full force. Hasn't happened yet. And I don't, if Twitter can go down the poop hole as bad as it has in the past year, and MySpace still not make a resurgence, I don't think it's coming back, guys. But I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed that that's who I was, and that I loved the community in those days around MySpace. I don't feel like I'm ever going to get dates. That would be, holy crap. If Tom took over Twitter, oh my goodness. He would have to lean into it, wouldn't he? He would have to lean into the fact that he's MySpace Tom. I'm making things retro around here, buddy. Get ready for a complete overhaul. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. And frankly, he can afford it. Like every month, some magazine or news issue. Oh, he's got to follow everybody, Deets. That's the deal. He's everybody's friend. Tom is everybody's friend. And I feel bad because I actually unfriended him once on MySpace because I was like, this is clogging up my page. And I unfriended him and there was no refriending and I felt bad. But what was I going to say? Well, Tom is still good though. Tom is a billionaire because he sold MySpace for like a couple of $1 billion, and then when I think it was Fox bought it, and then they sold it for like $1 million for like significantly less. They sold it to Justin Timberlake, if you can believe that. But yeah, Tom became a professional photographer, and like he even will talk about like, yeah, I literally have no worries anymore. Like literally, I just live my life out of a backpack. I take pictures all over the world. I travel the world and life is great. So would Tom even want to come back to this is the question. Wow, where the heck am I? Oh, I was on Develop Lure. Yeah, I'm Nekotomoton, and I don't know who I am yet. And my other final year goal. Oh, hold on. Oh, sorry, I had to readjust myself. My tailbone was dying. Maybe that should be a year goal. Get a comfortable chair. I want to make friends and help others make friends. That's one of the big things for me. I really want to, obviously, I want to make friends with people and do my best to try to be there for people and, you know, help others grow and, you know, not expect a bunch in return either. As long as we're cool with each other, I'm fine. You don't need to, you know, help me grow or anything. I hate that. I hate the idea that that's a big part of the VTuber community, that a lot of people feel like, oh no, you only wanted to be friends with me because XYZ. I really don't want that. So only like give shout outs or raids and stuff if you feel like it. Never feel pressured to do anything like that for me, ever. Especially with how shy I am, by the way. I think I would literally die of a heart attack. Yes, Deets, we're vibing. We're vibromatic. We're vibromatic bros. But yeah, I also want to help others make friends. Like, that's a big part of what I've loved about... Don't question it, Deets. Don't question it. I'm nervous. So weird things are coming out. I'm swinging wild. I want to help others make friends. And that's become a big part of why I love like the VTubing community, because even if like you're not able to chat with your favorite VTuber a lot, you find yourself talking a lot to people in chat, and you find yourself like finding camaraderie that way as well, and just feeling like, hey, I'm part of something, you know? I'm part of talking to people at the very least, you know? And, you know, I want, if I can be the figure in the middle of all of that to help you guys, you know, make friends, so be it. I'll do that. No problem. I think that was it. Hold on a second. And now, boop. Credits. Yay. Reference sheet. My reference sheet. Hold on a second. Let me bring this up too. Boop. This is my reference sheet. Hey, look at that. That's me. I fell in love with this. This was made by Rai, who you can find on Fiverr. So I pretty much commission people through Fiverr. I'm not sponsored by Fiverr at all, but I commission people through Fiverr. And main reason being, I've been robbed so many times that I am no longer working through like DMs and PayPal and stuff like that. I want a mediary. I want somebody in the middle that's going to handle the money and hand it to my artist. So, yeah. But this is my reference sheet. If anybody ever wants to make fan art, you can. No pressure. So, also my model was made and rigged by Bot Lulu on Fiverr as well, who I love. I love Bot Lulu. They were, oh my gosh, I'm going to get teary-eyed. Bot Lulu helped me because I for anybody who missed it before we started, I was robbed for my first model commission, and I was very turned off to the point where I was like, I don't think I'm going to do this. I don't think I can ever trust somebody again. And Bot Lulu was there. Bot Lulu was just like, we're going to go over all of this, and you know, they were thorough, they were responsive, they did everything to help me make Nekotomoton come to life with my budget as well. I guess that's worth mentioning. It's Bot Lulu was a lifesaver. Yes, I do owe a lot to Bot Lulu, and I owe a lot to you, Domino, by the way. I owe a lot to you, because there were a lot of times I was like, I don't know if this is for me. Like, there's a lot of stress in it, and I guess part of that is learning that the good outweighs the bad. The good will always outweigh the bad. The good people will always outweigh the bad. Like, yeah, the bad people leave a mark, but you got your buddies there. Yeah, you got your buddies. You got your buddies. Oh God, I'm stupid. Let's see here. What else do we got? Oh, also, if you need any other credits, like who made like some art around like my icons and all of that, go to my About Me section on Twitch, and there's a full list of credits there for everybody who did art and where you can find them. So, boop. Wait, where was I? Huh? Wait a minute. Did I forget something? Hold on, I think I forgot something. Retro 6? Hold on a second. I think I'm missing a slide. Am I? Am I missing a slide? Huh. Maybe I never made it. Maybe I thought about making it and I just never did. Huh. Yeah, I'll be darned. Oh, the background? I actually made that myself. That is from free-to-use assets. You can get them on Pixabay. Pixabay.com. They have just free-to-use assets and stuff like that. And I like put it through Photoshop, and I recolored it, and I cut some parts out and put in some little I put in an already animated GIF or GIF, sorry, and just put it on top of a PNG that I cut out. But yeah. Also, hold on a second. Do I have this? I have another. Hold on, let me get my reference sheet off. Boop. I have another one here. Boop. Hey, look at that. I'm in a science laboratory where I was born. That's a little bit of lore that I was kind of touching upon, maybe trying. Like that I was made in a science laboratory. This is me. Hi, I'm in a science lab. This is new to you too, Domino? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. I animated this one myself as well. This is just, again, it's from Pixabay, and all I did was just put it through like a movie editor, and I would just up the lighting, like literally just with the wheel, like as you can see how it fades in and out, and then I would fade it back and forth with each other like that. It's weird to, it's strange to describe, but yeah, it's that's one of my little passions, by the way, is video editing. I love video editing. Boop. There we go. Yeah, I guess my other thing, I had a thing for, what you call it, for hashtags and stuff like that. Like if you want to make fan art or anything. But, hold on a second. I actually can do this over here. Hold on, we're thinking on the fly here. This is the part where stuff starts breaking, just so you know, so get your cameras ready. Boop, boop. I'm over here on my other monitor. Give me a minute. Boop. Oh god. Okay. Boop. Is this gonna work? Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Because I don't know if this has my information on it. I don't want to dox myself on my first freaking stream. All right, if you want to make art, hold on, I'll just read it to you. If you want to make art of me or anything like that, do hashtag Nekotomoart, all one word, Nekotomoart, Nekotomoart. And if you want to make not safe for work stuff, just so you guys know, I'm cool with it. Don't worry about it. Nekotomo NSFW, all one word. And again, like, you don't really need to ask too much permission from me. Like, again, like I mentioned, art is art to me. I don't like censoring people, but like, just use common sense. Don't like have me having my head crushed or something by a Mecha Godzilla or something. Like, that's about it. Oh, goodness gracious. Is that the end? That was the end, the actual end. So yeah, I guess if you want to follow me anywhere off of off of Twitch, you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me twitter.com/Nekotomoton. And if you want to follow me on TikTok, you can go to TikTok, whether you're using PC or app or whatever. And I'm at Nekotomoton VT. Nekotomoton VT. And I'm also on YouTube. YouTube is just at Nekotomoton as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been pretty much sharing the same stuff on all apps. I haven't really been discriminating like with either one of them. I'm pretty sure I'll post this VOD if it renders properly and on YouTube or something. And yeah, that's about it. No pressure, but if anybody has any questions, you can go ahead and ask me. I'm totally open. I'm open like a book. Open like a book. Hold on a second. I'm going to zoom in so you can see my boopness, my boot boyness. Hi. Yeah. You know what? I also forgot to mention, hold on, one of my other little animations here. La 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 la. You can't really see it too well, but I can do, I can boo-hoo, I can cry. So sad. I'm still getting used to this. All right, so pretty much that's all I had planned. I would love to do some streams again soon. Let me think about it. I would like to try something tomorrow. I really would. Maybe around the same time, about 5 o'clock, if that's okay. If not, we'll figure something out. I'm not going to pressure anybody like, this is my schedule, you need to memorize my schedule. I'm going to keep things loose and smooth around here. So, what am I going to say? Oh, thank you, Deets. Thank you so much. I was really nervous. You really helped calm things down, Deets. You really did. Like, my pulse was, for a cyborg, my pulse was way up there. I think you can relate. We usually have our pulses under control. So, yeah, I think I'm going to try to stream again tomorrow. It may be my first gaming stream. I'm going to probably stream Fall Guys because it's just what I'm comfortable with right now. I'll try other things in the future, and I'll maybe I'll contact you, Deets, about like if you you know, if you want to do any collabs in the future, and I'll see what I can do because I've never done a collab in my entire life. So be patient with me. Be patient. So yeah, I guess what my music went off. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow. Let's do that. 5 p.m. Be there. Anyway, I am. Hold on a second. I'm gonna zoom in here. Do some zoomies because Nekos love zoomies. Hey, how's it going? So, I am Nekotomoton. I am a Cyborg-Neko. I am programmed to make music and play video games. I'm a variety streamer. I stream retro and modern games and occasionally record and compose music on stream. And that's about it, I guess. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for making this easy. Thank you for making this simple. Thank you for making this like probably the best stream I could have asked for, because honestly, even if there were a trillion people inside of here, I don't think I could have been as calm and relaxed as I am right now. So I'm very happy with how this went. Thank you guys. See you around. Bye.